Jai Shri Krishna. So today, happy Thursday, and today moon is in Dhanishta Nakshatra, okay, which is a Mas Nakshatra, and it's conjunct with Rahu. Rahu is in Aquarius, moon is in Capricorn as I publish this video. Okay, so today I'm going to be talking about a very important but a sensitive topic, but I'm giving also remedies. So watch till the end. So the topic is going to be from BPHS, Brihat Parashara Hora Shastra, and it's about the yoga combinations for poverty. Okay, as per Vedic astrology. All right, okay. So now what is important here for you to understand? Okay, poverty is got a very vague definition. If you ask me, I'll give several examples. Poverty means poor, no money, right? All those things. Okay, but that is one we all know. But you can check with Britannica, Google, Webster dictionary, everything for poverty. Okay, poverty is poor, simple, and you're trying to run. You're trying to somehow manage means and ends. I have a client who is in the US, right, who's bought a house and a very extravagant house, have vehicles, and every month is literally on a month-to-month basis running the show, right? Both husband and wife running the show because their standard of living is high to their salary. Now, do you define that as poverty? I'm not sure. You see that. But they are on a month-to-month. They're trying to save money. And it is also not easy when you buy a house and all those things, right? At a young age or based on your salary, or you have to kind of see what is that benchmark of your house value, etc., right? Which you can commit, etc. So my point is, poverty is definition is vague, but basic level is poverty is a person who is struggling to meets and ends on a daily basis, day-to-day basis. Now there is also somebody who I know who had a very good Mahadasa, okay, of Mars. And if you talk to the client, right, see, I achieved a lot. I understand, I get it. I even bought a Honda car, but I couldn't buy a BMW, no? I couldn't buy a Mercedes, no? You see, it didn't give me that. So that person, in his opinion, feels like he's also like that poverty thing. But poverty means, you don't have money in the pocket to do basic three things, right? Food, clothing, shelter. Three basic things. That's what one is struggling. Or somebody who's a homeless person who's on the road. This is what I would say the basic poverty lines. Not for somebody, who got this but wanted this. That is not the reality. I want to kind of define it. Okay. BPHS, importantly, focus, right? Brihat Parashara Hora Shastra, focus on 2nd and 11th Lord. 2nd Lord and 11th Lord. Now, 2nd Lord is owned by Venus. 11th is owned by Saturn in Kalpurush. 2nd is Taurus and Venus is Kalpurush, right? I mean, 2nd is Taurus as Venus in Kalpurush, Taurus as a owner, and 11th is Saturn, Aquarius, Kumbha. Okay. Then, Srini, but you're also mentioning about moon because of the happiness, etc. I'll explain. The 2nd house is owned by Venus, which is Taurus, but that's moon's Mulatrikona right there. You see? Moon is not the owner, but moon's Mulatrikona and exhortation is there. So moon also has a say. That is why I mentioned about metric and happiness. Okay. Now, if you come back and take a step back and understand these minute details. Okay. So 2nd is Venus, 11th is Saturn. All right. Okay. And moon also plays an important part here because of 2nd. The 4th house is home, right? Food, clothing, shelter, all those things. 4th comes in a big way. Vehicles, land, property, etc. And 4th house is owned by moon, which is also materialistic gains. Okay. But BPH is coming back. It says 2nd and 11th. And he said specifically 2nd house, Bhava. Bhava, 2nd house. So 2nd Lord, 11th Lord, 2nd house. Okay. Now, Parashara, she says, you will have a issue with, poverty. So poverty also can be a person without a job. That is also considered poverty. Maybe living with the parents, so you're surviving, but you're without a job. That is also poverty, right? Because you're dependent now. So in a way, if you don't have a job, you are dependent. But if you have a good job, but your expenses are high, that is different. Okay? You're making ends meet. This is minimum ends. Food, clothing, shelter. 3 things you need. You don't need a own home. A rental home is enough, but you need a home. Right? That is where homeless people, poverty. Or a person living in the house of their parents without a job. So this is your video. Watch this video till then. I'm giving you remedies. Okay? All right. First thing. Right? First thing he says is, if the second lord, okay, goes to the Dusthana houses, which is 6th, 8th, and 12th. So the Dusthana, 6th, 8th, and 12th. And then he says Dhanasthana, which is the second house, which is also Kudumbasthana. There should not be any malefic in the second. No malefic. If at all, benefic is good, but no malefic. Okay. Then he says, check the conjunction of second lord with the Yoga Karaka. Okay. Yoga Karaka, that is an exception, which is actually good. For example, he even gives an example. Taurus ascendant. Mercury is the second lord plus Saturn as a Yoga Karaka. Now, this will give you good result. Okay. Because it's a Yoga Karaka, he says, even though Saturn is a malefic here. Okay. It will take you, it will bring you down, but it will take you up. Okay. Now, Mahadasa timing. The wrong sequence of not getting the 9th Lord Mahadasa at the right age. Right? At the right age. You're not even getting 9th Lord. The 9th Lord Dasa is extremely important, same as 5th Lord and Lagna Lord as well as 10th. But 9th is important. Jupiter and Venus becomes important. Jupiter Mahadasa 14A, Venus Mahadasa 14B. Right? It's important. So Parasharashi says malefic at the second house. Look at it, malefic at the second house. And second lord is an evil house, which means 6th, 8th, or 12th to the Lagna. Second lord. Okay? If there is a Bhava movement, you have to apply the Bhava movement rules. Now he also says 11th lord in evil houses, 6th, 8th, and 12th. 11th lord gone to the 6th, 8th, and 12th. Second lord from the Lagna. Second lord is gone to the 6th, 8th, and 12th. And at the same time, there is a malefic at the second house. Okay? He also says, if the second and the 11th lord are combust and or conjoint with malefics. Okay? Combust or conjoint with malefics. Do remember, for a Leo ascendant, Mercury is the 2nd and 11th. For an Aquarius ascendant, Jupiter is 2nd and 11th. Do remember that they have a single ownership, double ownership, but a single planet owning 2nd and 11th, Jupiter and Mercury. Leo ascendant, Aquarius ascendant. Okay. He also, Parashara Rishi also says, there is no food when the second lord is combust and the 11th lord combust, or the second lord is conjunct with the malefic, and or the 11th lord is also conjunct with the malefic, or both, 2nd and 11th. So the 2nd, 11th, the 2nd or 11th should not be conjunct with the malefic. Whatever said and done. Okay. Next is the moon with strength, happiness. You have to see from Lagna, the moon has to be with strength. And that is a happiness metric. See from Lagna and the Mahadasa Lord. Moon must not be 6, 8, 12. Okay. So again, the combinations Parashara Rishi says is malefic at the second house from the Lagna. From Lagna. Okay. This is everything from the Lagna. Okay. Malefic at the second house. Okay. Okay. Next, what does he says? He says second lord in the evil houses, which is 6, 8, 12. Dusthana houses. Okay. Or the 11th lord in evil houses, 6, 8, 12. Or 2nd and 12th combust or conjunct with malefic. Okay. All right. I've tried to post all the information in the header picture for you guys only. Take the notes, watch it. If you know somebody like this, see the combinations, it will work out. Even without a job, struggling, being dependent on the parents, etc. Now, what are the remedies? This is the most important thing. The remedies. How do you change it? Because Parashara himself says, right, if you do these remedies, it will change. right? It will change. Okay, but best results will be seeing in your 5th Lord, 9th Lord, Mahadasa, or at least Antardasa. Okay. Remedy, first remedy is Kuladevata. Your Kuladevata is your deal breaker, guys. Go to your Kuladevata. All the Abrahamic religions trying to kill this Kuladevata concept because they want you to suffer. They want us to suffer. Simple as that. Okay. But the Kuladevata, because they're converting, this conversion is the big thing. So my point is, go to your Kuladevata temple on your 9th Lord day from the Lagna. Whoever is your 9th Lord. If Aries is your ascendant, right, or Cancer is your ascendant, Jupiter is your 9th Lord. And today is Jupiter day. All right, go. Okay, make sure to pray to your Kuladevata daily. Second, who is, so if you look at it, Parashara Rishi says, second Lord. Okay, second Lord is Venus. Okay, Lakshmi is wealth. Friday, pray daily to Lakshmi. If not, pray to Lakshmi on Friday. Go to a Lakshmi temple on Friday. And when moon is in Uttarashada Nakshatra, go to Lakshmi temple, catch hold of Lakshmi. She will take care of you. Lakshmi is wealth. When Vishnu left, when Vishnu and Lakshmi had a fight, Lakshmi left Vishnu. Vishnu came searching for Lakshmi. Right? That is where you have the Kolhapur temple, right, where Lakshmi is. And then the Tiruchanur temple in Tirupati, bottom Lakshmi is there. She's alone. She's not with Vishnu. But you first visit Lakshmi before you visit Vishnu. Okay, that Lakshmi thing is important for wealth. Okay, Uttarashada Nakshatra moon, Makara Rashi. Second, Venus, you can Shukra. If you catch hold of Lakshmi itself, you can catch hold of Venus. Shukra, Devyani. I've published videos about all of it. I've also said how to increase your bank balance, etc. There's a video. Please go in my playlist, see about Venus. You will get everything. Okay? Things may not happen overnight. It will happen. Okay? It will happen. Wait for around 225 days. It will happen. You will see a change. So watch my videos on Venus in the playlist. How to increase your bank balance, etc. Next is 9th Lord Day. Do good deeds. Donation, charity, etc. Whatever is your 9th Lord. Your 9th Lord is Dharmasthana, Bhagyasthana, fortune. So you will come out. Okay? See, Vedic astrology is about fate and free will. Fate is a chart, what you're born with. Free will is through remedies, moon, nakshatra, remedies, and the timing. Mahadasa, Antardasa, and the transit. So it's 80-20. Okay? So there is a destiny, there is a free will. So pick which way you want to go. But I will tell you, remedies work. Watch my videos, you'll understand. I'm only giving it because I want people to learn and people's karma to change positively. That's it. Okay? So again, catch hold of these remedies, watch the header picture, take your notes, start following, and help people in your family or friends also. You will see big change in your own life. You change other people's karma positively, your karma will change. Okay, I hope this video was helpful. Yeah, and if you like the video, do press the like button, share it with your friends and family. Do share your comments as well. And of course, do follow the channel as well. Jai Shri Krishna.